Hello, and welcome back. Alright, so last time, we managed to get the final special coach to come to the academy, and then we also went and caught a whole bunch of legendaries. But we didn't get to trade with that last special coach because I didn't have the ability to invite him again. Not that I ran out of points, he was just already there. So, what we're going to start with this time is inviting him for his third time, so I can trade with him. And then we're going to catch the rest of the legendaries, and then I have some other things in mind for what we're going to do the rest of the time. Now, I got home late, so I'm going to be eating through the whole stream, but let's start with this. Hey, Emily, guess what I did? I had the BB League drop me! Wait, why'd you do that? Don't worry, it's not because of you, or anybody in the club. I just wanted to become as strong as you so badly. It was all I cared about. Up till now, I'd forgotten that battling is supposed to be fun. So I want to do some thinking about what I really want to do. I think for now I want to just be around friends and Pokemon and not get so caught up in competing. Guess you thought it through. Heh, thanks. Only thing that's changed is that you're still the champion now. The Elite Four lineup is still the same. Crispin's pretty relieved. But just because you got to the top doesn't mean you get to slack off, Emily. Once I've cleared my head a bit, I'm gonna shoot for that champion title again. Looking forward to it. Heh. Yeah, so am I. Alright, I do have a favor I want to ask you. If it's alright, do you want to trade Pokemon with me? Yep. You're not getting Ogre though. I like Ogre too much. I'll take real good care of your Rowlet, Emily. Don't you worry. Thanks for trading with me. Alright, last gold ring. Allow me to share some good information with you, Miss Emily. You can find the cream Pokemon Milcery in the terrarium. Not only is it adorable, it also emits a sweet fragrance. It's hard to put into words just how lovely it is. Are you aware of the peculiar way in which one gets Milcery to evolve? By spinning around. That is indeed correct. Have you by chance tried this yourself already? I have. If you want a Milcery to evolve, put it in your party and spin around a few times. When you do that, its cream gets whisked around and causes it to become a fluffy alchemy. But don't forget to have your Milcery hold onto a sweet item before you attempt this. And be aware that alchemy's form will change depending on the sweet it was holding, as well as the way you spin around. To get my alchemy looking the way she does, I had to fine-tune my spin with absolute precision. You know, the only reason I was able to meet my alchemy was because you called me here. Must have met plenty of wonderful Pokemon on your travels, no? Why don't we trade? Pokemon from you could do much to enlighten me about your journey. Sure. I'll trade my Hatchrim. What about you, Miss Emily? Here, you want something exotic? Here you go. So you'd like to trade your Slugma for my Hatchrim, yes? Hatchrim! Serene Pokemon. The moment this Pokemon finds someone who's emitting strong emotions, it will pummel them senseless with its braids to silence them. Ouch. Yes, I feel like I have a newfound appreciation for all the adventures you've been on. Thank you for the trade, Miss Emily. Hey, I got a Beast Ball. Awesome. Rhyperior! A Rhyperior's brain is smaller than a Rhydon's, but the Rhyperior is stronger because it spends more energy on battling and less on brain power. Electivire! Thunderbolt Pokemon. This Pokemon presses the tips of its tails onto an opponent and instantly sends over 20,000 volts of high-voltage electricity through them. Magmortar! Blast Pokemon. They dwell in volcanic craters. It's said that only a single pair of Magmortar will inhabit any given volcano. Kingdra! Dragon Pokemon. This Pokemon is said to sleep at the bottom of the sea, deeper than any life form can descend, building its energy. Golem! Megaton Pokemon, Alolan form. It fires rocks charged with electricity. Even if the rock isn't fired that accurately, just grazing an opponent will cause numbness and fainting. Porygon 2, Virtual Pokemon. Porygon was upgraded to become capable of planetary development. However, this upgraded version cannot even fly yet. Ah. If I could predict Endure, that would be great, but unfortunately I don't think I can. Looks like I didn't need to. This is... Yay! Gen 7 Legendary. Dusk Ball is perfect for this thing, too. And I got a critical capture? Okay. There we go. Gen 3 Legendary. The name of this theme is Super Ancient Pokemon. Here's a rare legendary, Netball works. Although Quickball also works, apparently. Okay! And that's all the legendaries that I can get. Yay! So what do I do now? Because I do have things planned. Well, there's a certain guy over here who tells us to go and chat with a few people who want to fight us. And we're going to do that. So here's my map. It's thankfully been finished since I started this, because it was not finished when I started. Kitakami Ogre Clan. There are five members of the Kitakami Ogre Clan left. Want a hint for where one of them might be? Yes. You will find me in a place where many gaze out upon the Oni's horn. That's your only hint? Now go find them. Now, not a lot of people go on the Oni Mountain, but this region here... my mouse doesn't show up. This place here with the Pokemaniac is right in front of the Oni horn. It's between here and there. I'm wondering if it's this person, but I know it, or I would wonder if it's this person, but I know that he's inside the mountain itself, so he can't be there. So, I'm going to mouse over until I find... Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. If it feels like I'm skipping around, that's because you're not watching my videos in stream order. Genesis 41. When 2 full years had passed, Pharaoh had a dream. He was standing by the Nile, when out of the river there came up 7 cows, sleek and fat, and they grazed among the reeds. After them, 7 other cows, ugly and gaunt, came up out of the Nile and stood beside those on the riverbank. And the cows that were ugly and gaunt ate up the 7 sleek, fat cows. Then Pharaoh woke up. He fell asleep again and had a second dream. 7 heads of grain, healthy and good, were growing on a single stalk. After them, 7 other heads of grain sprouted, thin and scorched by the east wind. The thin heads of grain swallowed up the 7 healthy, full heads. Then Pharaoh woke up. It had been a dream. In the morning, his mind was troubled, so he sent for all the magicians and wise men of Egypt. Pharaoh told them his dreams, but no one could interpret them for him. Then the chief cupbearer said to Pharaoh, "Today I am reminded of my shortcomings. Pharaoh was once angry with his servants, and he imprisoned me and the chief baker in the house of the captain of the guard. Each of us had a dream the same night, and each dream had a meaning of its own. Now a young Hebrew was there with us, a servant of the captain of the guard. We told him our dreams, and he interpreted them for us, giving each man the interpretation of his dream. And things turned out exactly as he interpreted them to us. I was restored to my position, and the other man was impaled." So Pharaoh sent for Joseph, and he was quickly brought from the dungeon. When he had shaved and changed his clothes, he came before Pharaoh. Pharaoh said to Joseph, "I had a dream, and no one can interpret it. But I have heard it said of you that when you hear a dream, you can interpret it." "I cannot do it," Joseph replied to Pharaoh, "but God will give Pharaoh the answer he desires." Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, "In my dream I was standing on the bank of the Nile, when out of the river there came up 7 cows, fat and sleek, and they grazed among the reeds. After them 7 other cows came up, scrawny and very ugly and lean. I had never seen such ugly cows in all the land of Egypt. The lean, ugly cows ate up the 7 fat cows that came up first. But even after they ate them, no one could tell that they had done so. They looked just as ugly as before. Then I woke up. In my dream I saw 7 heads of grain, full and good, growing on a single stalk. After them 7 other heads sprouted, withered and thin and scorched by the east wind. The thin heads of grain swallowed up the 7 good heads. I told this to the magicians, but none of them could explain it to me." Then Joseph said to Pharaoh, "The dreams of Pharaoh are one and the same. God has revealed to Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good cows are 7 years, and the 7 good heads of grain are 7 years. It is one and the same dream. The 7 lean, ugly cows that came up afterwards are 7 years, and so are the 7 worthless heads of grain scorched by the east wind. They are 7 years of famine. It is just as I said to Pharaoh. God has shown Pharaoh what he is about to do. 7 years of great abundance are coming throughout the land of Egypt, but 7 years of famine will follow them. Then all the abundance in Egypt will be forgotten, and the famine will ravage the land. The abundance in the land will not be remembered, because the famine that follows it will be so severe. The reason the dream was given to Pharaoh in 2 forms is that the matter has been firmly decided by God, and God will do it soon. And now let Pharaoh look for a discerning and wise man and put him in charge of the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh appoint commissioners over the land to take 1/5 of the harvest of Egypt during the 7 years of abundance. They should collect all the food of these good years that are coming, and store up the grain under the authority of Pharaoh, to be kept in the cities for food. This food should be held in reserve for the country, to be used during 7 years of famine that will come upon Egypt, so that the country may not be ruined by the famine. The plan seemed good to Pharaoh and to all his officials. So Pharaoh asked them, "Can we find anyone like this man, one in whom is the Spirit of God?" Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Since God has made all this known to you, there is no one so discerning and wise as you. You shall be in charge of my palace, and all my people are to submit to your orders. Only with respect to the throne will I be greater than you." So Pharaoh said to Joseph, "I hereby put you in charge of the whole land of Egypt." Then Pharaoh took his signet ring from his finger and put it on Joseph's finger. He dressed him in robes of fine linen, and put a gold chain around his neck. He had him ride in a chariot as his second in command, and people shouted before him, "Make way!" Thus he put him in charge of the whole land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, "I am Pharaoh, but without your word no one will lift hand or foot in all of Egypt." Pharaoh gave Joseph the name Zaphenath-Paneah, and gave him Asenath, daughter of Potiphera, priest of On, to be his wife. And Joseph went throughout the land of Egypt. Joseph was 30 years old when he entered the service of Pharaoh king of Egypt, and Joseph went out from Pharaoh's presence and traveled throughout Egypt. During the 7 years of abundance, the land produced plentifully. Joseph collected all the food produced in those 7 years of abundance in Egypt and stored it in the cities. In each city he put the food grown in the fields surrounding it. Joseph stored up huge quantities of grain, like the sand of the sea. It was so much that he stopped keeping records because it was beyond measure. Before the years of famine came, 2 sons were born to Joseph by Asenath, daughter of Potiphera, priest of On. Joseph named his firstborn Manasseh, and said, "It is because God has made me forget all my trouble and all my father's household." The second son he named Ephraim, and said, "It is because God has made me fruitful in the land of my suffering." The 7 years of abundance in Egypt came to an end, and the 7 years of famine began, just as Joseph had said. There was famine in all other lands, but in the whole land of Egypt there was food. When all Egypt began to feel the famine, the people cried to Pharaoh for food. Then Pharaoh told all the Egyptians, "Go to Joseph and do what he tells you." When the famine had spread over the whole country, Joseph opened all the storehouses and sold grain to the Egyptians, for the famine was severe throughout Egypt. And all the world came to Egypt to buy grain from Joseph, because the famine was severe everywhere. May God bless the reading of his word. I'm Kunitsuna of the Kitakami Ogre clan, smash and splinter against my glacial strength. It starts with Carpink. Now, I'm horribly over-leveled for these things, so they shouldn't take me very long. And I do have something else in mind for after I'm done with this. What's it holding? Focus Sash. Okay. Yay. At least the golem doesn't have sturdy. Ammo swine. So you have defeated a trainer of the Kitakami Ogre clan. Gave the battle everything that I had in me. I have no regrets. I hate this. Why can Pokemon do this? Heard you beat a member of the Kitakami Ogre clan. Here's your cool prize, as promised. Assault Fest. There are 4 members of the Kitakami Ogre clan yet left. Want a hint for where one of them might be? Yes. You will find me in a place. Oh, come on! That wasn't it! Where? Where then? Oh, I remember this guy. He killed me. Or girl. But I remember her rocking my socks. I'm Kanamitsu of the Kitakami Ogre clan. The merciless sun shall be your opponent today. Kanamitsu starts with Ninetales. I think the Merciless Sun shall be your opponent today. Oh, well, okay. Ow. Chandelure. They all say the same thing. And rare candies. Completely useless. Oh, come on! Where is it? I'm Hasebe of the Kitakami Ogre clan. I control the rain and wash away my foes. Rescue Legion. Ow. Ludicolo. Dreadnought. Pair of choice specs. Two members left. Oh, hey, it was that person! Yes, finally! You will find me in the ravine beside the water that flows from the Oni's mouth. I might actually be able to find this one on my own, but I'm gonna just double check. I'm Raikiri of the Kitakami Ogre clan. The lightning I wield will shake you to your core. Robopass. This thing does have Sturdy, it's guaranteed to have Sturdy, you can't have any ability on it other than Sturdy. I say that like it's actually required, but it does have an alternate ability, it's Magnet Pool. But I've never seen it with anything other than Sturdy. Vikavolt. Luxray. Ability capsules. There's just one member left. Want a hint for where they might be? Yes. Upon the shorter of the Oni's horns, that is where you will find me standing. I thought it only had one horn. I'm Munachika of the Kitakami Ogre clan. Bow before the overwhelming might of raw strength. Munachika of the Kitakami Ogre clan starts with Ambipom. Ugh. Greedent. Snorlax. Mousehold! Is that a 4 Mousehold? Nah, it's a 3. Okay. Heard you beat a member of the Kitakami Ogre clan. Here's your cool prize as promised. Choice Band! Same thing as Choice Specs, but band. Choice Specs and Choice Band boost special attack and attack by 50%, but you can only use one move until you switch out. And with that, it seems you defeated every last member of the Kitakami Ogre clan. With an opponent as strong as you, I think I can actually go all out. Ha! I am the one and only secret master of the Kitakami Ogre clan. The final battle is nigh. Let me know once you've prepared yourself. One last battle with me. I trust that your preparations are in place? Yes. Let's go somewhere more suited for battle. Come with me. I am Muramasa, secret master of the Kitakami Ogre clan. Now, have at you. Muramasa, fittingly named, and he puts out Gengar first. Okay. Oh, that's fun. Well, I'll deal with that by sending out my own poison type. Funnily enough, my poison type has the exact same types as his Gengar. Well, now I can't clear them. That's fun. I guess we'll keep Petra out for as long as possible. King Gambit. That's really terrible to keep Petra out for. Fine. Haha! Trevenant! Alright. course. If it's not one thing, it's another. Dusclops! Oh, that's not good. Ah. Product. Marvelously done. We are utterly defeated. Ha ha ha! So you've managed to defeat even me! I must commend your strength. Ha, just kidding. Thanks for taking part in our little event. You see, the Kitakami Ogre clan is actually a special campaign we run to train up the kiddos and let them experience the joys of battling. We always hold this event around the same time as the Festival of Masks. Problem is, our members don't know how to hold back, so a kid's never made it to the end before. I think you might be the first one to defeat me. So here, congrats. Take this prize. Ability Patch! Yay! Keep up your training in the land of Kitakami. Grow big and strong in the great outdoors. Yay! Well, if it isn't the first kid to defeat me, come pay me a visit? Haha, splendid, just splendid! Alright. And then I did have one more thing in mind, which is I'm gonna face every last trainer in this region of the game. And that's just an optional thing that I decided I was going to do because I ran out of other things to do. Do you have an Alolan Golem in your party or boxes? If so, I'd sure love to see it. Yes! Why that's an Alolan Golem! Just look at those curious protrusions above its head, and its handsome eyebrows, its full beard! It evolves when it's traded, you know? I suppose that's why it's not often found in the wild. As thanks, let me teach you a pose that's just perfect to show your love for Alolan Golem. Electrium Z emote. Nice. If you just put enough spirit in, there's no way you'll lose. Here I go! Niccolo the Student. Tentacruel and Seadra. Oh, I need to swap out. My party is not what I wanted. Whatever. That was a whole week's worth of spirit for me! I'm in real low spirits now because of you. I know Lacey's secret. Shall I share it with you? Satoru of the League Club. Ow! Please, cool your jets. I'll tell you, alright? Okay, you've earned it. I'll tell you Lacey's secret. Apparently, Lacey sometimes takes naps using one of her Pokemon's soft tummy as a pillow. You know that? It is awesome. Oh, this is where you find Galarica twigs. Okay. And there's a cave there. You know, let's do that first. I just love Slowpoke! How about you? Not really. Marika the student. Has Slowbro and Slowking. Oh, I've never even seen the Slowking for the Galarian Slowking before. Of course. Slow, no! The Slowpoke you find here in the coastal biome are Galarian Slowpoke. Apparently there are some fairly tropical areas in Galar where Slowpoke are found. Chikorita, leaf Pokemon. Its pleasantly aromatic leaf has the ability to check the humidity and temperature of the area around it. So far, you've defeated 16 students here in the coastal biome. Wow, great job! Look at you being all proactive about finding other students to battle. Wait, don't tell me. Did you? Yep, looks like you went ahead and defeated every student in the coastal biome. Well, I think you've earned yourself a nice reward. 500 BP. Oh, and another extra special bonus for you. Scorching Sands. The user throws Scorching Sand at the target to attack. This may also leave the target with a burn. There are guidance counselors like myself in the other biomes, you know? You should go find them. Aren't you that exchange student that everyone's talking about? Could I trouble you for a battle? Pinade the student. That is Chansey and Tauros. I feel that Paldean spirit washing over me. Came from Paldea, right? I really hope to go there myself someday. League. My goal is to defeat the BB League of Elite Four. Yuchen the student. As Blitzel and Rotom. No way. Are you in the upper ranks yourself? I'm the champion. Chikorita is evolving. Bayleaf. Leaf Pokemon. The scent that wafts from the leaves on its neck causes anyone who smells it to become energetic. The Savannah Biome's Elite Four member is called Crispin. He's only a first-year student here, but his Pokemon are super strong. Do you know what you'll find right in the middle of the terrarium? Riley the student. Has Alchemy and Rabska. Well, I'm certainly not finding any victory here, that's for sure. In the very middle of the terrarium is the Central Plaza. It's a great meetup spot. So far, you've defeated 14 students here in the Savannah biome. Wow, great job! Look at you being all proactive about finding other students to battle. Wait, don't tell me, did you? Yep, looks like you went ahead and defeated every student in the Savannah biome. Well, I think you've earned yourself a nice reward. Oh, and another extra special bonus for you. Expanding Force. The user attacks the target with its psychic power. When the ground is psychic terrain, this move's power is boosted and damages all opposing Pokemon. There are guidance counselors like myself in the other biomes, you know? You should go find them. Plusle, Minen, we're going to add our power together to go all out. Shun the student. That's Plusle and Minen. Funnily enough, I have the exact same two colors on my side of the field. I guess my contribution was the real minus here. Some Pokemon can power each other up when you put them in a team together. What are you... Why is there... in a place like this? Art the student. Has Rhydon and Electabuzz. Wait, I'm still reeling from the shock. What happened? Did I just lose? Bayleaf is evolving. Meganium? Herb Pokemon. Meganium's breath holds within it the power to revive grasses and plants that have withered. Petal Dance. Sure. I'm not kidding. You're probably the first person who's ever come here aside from me. So far, you've defeated 14 students here in the Canyon biome. Wow, great job! Look at you, being all proactive about finding other students to battle. Wait, don't tell me, did you? Yep, looks like you went ahead and defeated every student in the Canyon biome. Well, I think you've earned yourself a nice reward. 500 BP. Oh, and another extra special bonus for you. Meteor Beam! The user gathers energy from space and boosts its special attack on the first turn, then attacks on the next turn. There are other guidance counselors like myself in the other biomes, you know. You should go find them. My Pokemon are all so cold! Alex the student has Seal and Vulpix. Sandshrew and Crabominable. Wow, that's cold. That's 1 of 3. Having a whole party of ice types is like hanging out in the freezer section of the supermarket. I've been snoozing through my Pokemon battle classes, but please, please, please let this work. Rebecca the student has Duosion and Metang. Leaf Storm. No. You're not winning this one. That didn't even come close to working. I guess you can't just slack off and expect things to work out. Not with studies or with Pokemon. Ugh, I had enough to burst. I guess a Pokemon battle after eating is a good way to aid digestion. Joseph the student. That's Porygon and Metang. Everyone's favorite meal at the cafeteria has got to be the Academy Special. You can order it using BP, but the meal powers it gives are amazing! So far, you defeated 16 students here in the polar biome. Wow, great job! Look at you being all proactive about finding other students to battle. Wait, don't tell me. Did you? Yep, looks like you went ahead and defeated every student in the polar biome. Well, I think you've earned yourself a nice reward. 500 BP. And another extra special bonus. Triple Axle. A consecutive 3-kick attack that becomes more powerful with each successive hit. You defeated every student in every biome. That deserves an extra special bonus. 5 ability patches! Whoa! I hope you continue to experience the joy of Pokemon battling for years to come. So do I. Alright, and with that is everything for Pokemon Violet. I cannot think of anything left that I want to do. There are other things to do, certainly, like finish the Pokédex and other similar things, but I've done basically everything, okay? So when we come back next week, it will be a different game. At any rate, that's going to be all for today, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.